What's up, everybody watching in their computer, smartphone, tablet, or TV? This is Andy, and today I'm going to be making my predictions for the first ever WWE Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view, which will be held on Sunday, July 9th, 2017 at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas. I am recording this video on July 7th, 2 days before the pay-per-view. So anything can happen with the pre-show matches. So far, as I'm recording, there's only one pre-show match confirmed. It's a championship match, but I'm going to predict the championship matches later on in the card. On the main card, you're going to have 7 matches for the evening. So, without further ado, let's get straight to the non-championship matches. First up, I'm going to predict Enzo Amore taking on Big Cass. This is a storyline that's been interesting for the past month and a half. We all thought the Revival was going to get their push, and we all thought that they would be taking on Enzo and Big Cass at this pay-per-view. Apparently, that's not what happened. Big Cass had an evil plot to turn heel, betray his friend Enzo Amore, and now it's all about the money, according to Big Cass. Sadly, at the end of the day, I hate to see Enzo Amore cry. He definitely will, because Big Cass will beat him, and then afterwards, I don't know what happens to the both of them from there, but it's certainly part of the Raw storyline when you think about what has happened the past month. So, end the discussion, Big Cass wins. Next up, we're going to talk about Seth Rollins taking on Bray Wyatt. And here's another interesting storyline that's led up to this match. Bray Wyatt was upset that he didn't get to be on the cover of WWE 2K18. A couple weeks back, it was revealed by 2K Sports that Seth Rollins would be on the cover of WWE 2K18. As Seth was soaking in the moment, talking to the audience about how it is a privilege to be on the cover, Bray Wyatt came on screen and called Seth a corporate sellout. Now, for the past couple of weeks, Bray has been cutting these weird promos heading into this match. So, obviously, from a marketing standpoint, you have to think Seth Rollins is going to win. And who knows? Maybe after this match, Bray's going to call for a rematch at SummerSlam. It could be possible. But for now, Seth's going to beat Bray. Next up, we're going to talk about the ambulance match. Roman Reigns taking on Braun Strowman. Honestly, I'm going to be rooting for Braun, but at the end of the day, we all know what's going to happen. Roman's going to be the one putting Braun in the ambulance. So Roman Reigns will beat Braun Strowman in the ambulance match. Okay, so to make things a little bit easier organizing these championship matches. First up, I'm going to predict the Raw Women's Championship match. You're going to have Alexa Bliss, the current champion, taking on Sasha Banks. Where honestly, this should have been Alexa Bliss taking on Nia Jax. Nia is very underrated right now. Not that many people know that. Everybody on Raw is so fascinated by Bayley and Sasha Banks. Why not Nia Jax? Honestly, Alexa should be able to defend her championship. And then, probably at SummerSlam, it could be a fatal 4-way from what I'm hearing from the online rumors, that it could be Alexa taking on Sasha, taking on Bayley, taking on Nia. That's what I'm hearing, but for now, for this pay-per-view, Alexa still defends her championship. Okay, now we're going to move on to the pre-show match for the Cruiserweight Championship. Neville will be defending his championship against... This is interesting, folks. A couple weeks back, on 205 Live, Titus O'Neil convinced Akira Tozawa to join the Titus brand. Well, apparently that happened, and now you've been seeing Titus on 205 Live for the past couple of weeks. Honestly, why not Akira Tozawa? Why shouldn't he win this match? We're due for a new Cruiserweight champion eventually. I mean, we all thought Austin Aries was going to be the Cruiserweight champion by now, but sadly not. So, for all the conversation that we're going to be having about the Titus brand with Akira and Apollo overall, I'm going to say Akira Tozawa will be the new Cruiserweight champion, only because we are due for it and the Titus brand needs to look better. And who knows, maybe on the night of the pay-per-view they put a second pre-show match that has Apollo Crews. But since, again, it's July 7th, and this is all I'm reading right now, that's all we know involving the pre-show. So your new Cruiserweight champion will be Akira Tozawa. He will defeat Neville. Okay, so I'm going to stay organized here. We're going to transition into the tag team division, where sadly on Raw, where it used to look good, now has started to look bad because tag teams are breaking up. And SmackDown's looking better thanks to New Day. But anyhow, Cesaro and Sheamus, your current champions, will be taking on the Hardy Boys. And this is an interesting stipulation because this is an Iron Man match. I don't even remember the last time we had an Iron Man match in a pay-per-view. Basically, I'm going to say this. This is a 30-minute Iron Man match. And the rules are, in case you're not familiar with an Iron Man match, it is a match type that is set to the specific amount of time. Basically, what's going to happen is whoever has the most falls at the end of the match will win that match. So, here's what I'm going to predict, so that way I can make this easier for people who are new to Iron Man matches. I think within the 30 minutes, Cesaro and Sheamus might have enough falls, meaning pinfall specifically, or let's say submissions, to win this match. So they're going to have more numbers involving how many times they tap out or pin the Hardy Boys in the match. They're going to have the most amount in 30 minutes. So I'm going to say Cesaro and Sheamus end up being victorious in this match, because they're going to have the most falls in this match. I don't know if the Hardy Boys will be able to counter it up, but eventually the Hardy Boys have to fade away. So this might be the end of championship pushes for the Hardy Boys. So you're still going to have Cesaro and Sheamus either way as your tag team champions. Alright. Transitioning into the Intercontinental Championship match. The Miz will be defending his belt against Dean Ambrose yet again. But here's the catch. The Miztourage will be with The Miz. The Miztourage involving his wife Maurice, Bo Dallas, and Curtis Axel. I think The Miz will lose via disqualification. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means one thing's for sure. He will still keep the championship because the Miztourage will likely beat up Ambrose outside of the ring, and the referee's going to ring the bell. Ambrose will win via disqualification, but the rules say the champion cannot lose his belt, so the Miz will still be your champion. And lastly, your main event of the evening, Universal Championship match. Brock Lesnar, who has not fought in any matches since WrestleMania, is going to take on Samoa Joe. honestly, from what I'm hearing, they want a champion on Raw every week to hold that belt and to obviously fight every week in exhibition matches on free television. They're desperate. And the theory is that Samoa's going to win this match. And the rumor has it that it's going to be a fatal 3-way for the Universal Championship. Or, from what I'm reading online, it could be a fatal 4-way that also could involve another superstar, possibly Finn Balor. But from what I'm hearing, they want Samoa to win this match, according to the creative people of WWE, the ones who write the storylines. They want Samoa to win. So, I think, because of this theory, Samoa's going to lock Brock into the Kikita clutch. Now, I know Brock's going to take Samoa Joe to Suplex City. But at the end of the day, something's got to give for Samoa Joe. So he'll be your new Cruiserweight, your new Universal Champion. So he'll win the Universal belt. And there you have it. My Great Balls of Fire predictions are done. I almost said Samoa Joe was going to be your new Cruiserweight Champion. He's going to be your new Universal Champion, and he'll defeat Brock Lesnar. Alright, that's it, everyone. Before I go, in 2 weeks there's another pay-per-view called Battleground. That will be SmackDown's last pay-per-view before SummerSlam, which, believe it or not, SummerSlam is coming right around the corner. And believe it or not, for Battleground, we already have 4 matches confirmed on the card. And personally, I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing the New Day win the belt in a few weeks. And I just want to quickly mention that SummerSlam will take place in Brooklyn on August 20th. And yes, I will make my predictions for SummerSlam. I will make sure that happens. So, till next time, take care.